Hey folks, what's up? Lex here, and today we're going to be unboxing this Prinny 1 and 2 Exploded and Reloaded Just Desserts Edition for the Nintendo Switch. Now, for those of you who don't know about this game in particular, maybe you have seen the Prinny character before. The Prinny character comes from the game Disgaea, which is a strategy RPG, but this is not a strategy RPG. In fact, this is a action platformer that is pretty damn tough. Now, the first game in this series originally released in February of 2009 in North America for the PSP. At the time, I was working for GameStop, and I had a PSP which I pretty much only played Madden on during my breaks and stuff like that, so I was looking for something that was different, and I was recommended this game by someone I worked with, so I thought I'd check it out, and I ended up liking it a lot. In fact, I remember fondly playing this game on my PSP at a Denny's. I couldn't put it down. I never beat it. It's a very tough game. And weirdly enough, I didn't buy it. I just kind of let it stay on the store shelf. I really should have bought it, but I never did, and that was probably one of the big regrets I had. Even though I could pick it up now for fairly cheap. It's not a terribly expensive game, but it was always one of those games where I should have picked that up. I should have played it all the way through. Well, now I can because I have this Nintendo Switch edition of the 1 and 2 remake. It's not really a remake, actually. It's kind of just, I don't even know if it's remastered, to be honest with you, but they put both games on the Switch for everyone to enjoy, and I am definitely looking forward to enjoying this. Okay, so enough talking. Let's go ahead and unbox this and see what we have in this box. So I'm going to be very careful about unboxing this here with my knife. I've used this knife in many unboxing videos. Tear that off here. And if you've ever watched one of my other unboxing videos, you'll know that I like to open the box from the bottom. That way, if I display it on a shelf, the top isn't poofed out like sometimes happens. Okay, so there's quite a bit in here, so let's take all this out here. There's the Prinny. It's not Lego, it's a brick building kit. Off-brand Lego stuff, I'm guessing. So I'm guessing this is the poster here, the art book, the game itself, which is kind of indented. That's weird. And then in here, we have our soundtrack. So let's go ahead and take this out first. And we have the Prinny 1, 2 Exploded and Reloaded Prinny's Awesome Mix, music by Tenpai Sato. There's the track listing on the back, some cool artwork. I really like soundtracks. I know that CDs are not often used anymore. A lot of people use MP3s, just listen to music digitally and everything. But I always have a soft spot for CDs, and I do have a CD player, and I put it on while I'm doing stuff around the house. It helps me connect to the game a little bit more if I can listen to that music, outside of maybe my TV speakers or my computer speakers or the headphones that I plug in. To have these music soundtracks blasting through the house, it's just something else. So here we go, we're going to open it now. And you've got the CD here. Pretty standard casing here, or packaging. No see-through stuff with the special back or anything like that. And then this right here is just one piece of paper. So that's it. It could be a little bit better, I guess, but I do like the artwork on the back and the front. Pretty cool. Put that to the side. Now we'll take a look at the art book. It's a hardcover art book, but it's thin. It's really thin. It's probably one of the thinnest books I've ever seen. But you've got a comic in here, some art from the all the different Prinny actions, Laharl, Etna, all from Disgaea, and then you got some artwork from the first and second games. Some really cool stuff in there. I won't go through every single one. I'm sure you can find that on another unboxing, or if you get the game yourself, but some cool art in there as well. Let's take a look at the poster real quick. Asagi Wars, The Vengeance of Asagi. So there's that. It's a very small poster. Trying to get it all in frame there. But cool nonetheless. I don't love that the poster's all folded up because it looks bad, but I don't know how else they were gonna get it in there. Of course, you have the game as well. And like I said, I don't know if you can tell, but the game is kind of indented. The game case is. So we're gonna open this up and make sure everything's okay. It's like bent. I'm guessing from the packaging. Just pop that open here. So the Prinnies are actually one of my favorite game characters in all of gaming. They're incredibly cute. They're hilarious. They're really well written. Most of the time, they're probably the most level-headed characters in Disgaea. I mean, they're basically humans, from what I understand, sent to hell, and this is the life they have to live now, in order to pay for their sins on Earth or whatever. But they become basically slaves, and they can explode as well. So there's that. But on the back here it says 1,000 chances to be a hero, because one of the big things about this game is it gives you 1,000 lives to make it all the way through. And 1,000 sounds like a lot, but this game is really hard. In fact, if you play it on the hardest difficulty, I believe it's the hardest difficulty, one hit kills. It's really tough. You're going to die over and over and over again, and in the same spots over and over again. It's a really challenging game, but really fun nonetheless. So you get Prinny, Can I Really Be the Hero? That's the name of the first game. And then Prinny 2, Dawn of Operation Panties Dude is the name of the second game. And I'll let you find out what that's all about in some other video or on the internet. It contains all DLC from both original games. The Netherworld's most beloved hero has arrived. This double dose of games features intense stages, familiar faces, and tons of extras, dude. So that and that's their kind of like their catchphrase. They're saying dude, D-O-O-D. Whatever they say dude. So that's cool. Okay, so what we have here, this is interesting. I didn't expect this. I guess I don't know if I checked the to see if this was in here, but we'll talk about this in a bit. But you get the game down here, and then it's a reversible cover, and we'll pull this out. Sorry for any light that's shining on there. Okay, so this, see, Labyrinth of Sardines, Coven of Darkness, dude. And over here you have Hour of Sleep, dude. And it's Pringaea instead of Disgaea. So, I mean, the whole thing about the Prinnies and Disgaea in general is it's a really goofy game. Doesn't take itself seriously. So to see this kind of mock cover of Disgaea is really cool. I like that a lot. It kind of shows the personality of the Prinnies and Disgaea in general. Okay, so now that that's over, we're going to open up these blocks, I guess. I don't know if they have a brand. I'm not seeing any brand here, so open this up here. Oh man, So these are tiny. Wow, I was not expecting this. I thought from what you see right here, they look pretty big and substantial, but these look tiny. So I'm gonna go ahead and put these together, and then we'll have ourselves a Prinny. You got the instructions here and some stickers for the eyes maybe and the pouch, but yeah. So let me go ahead and put these together, and then we'll have ourselves a Prinny. So here he is, the little Prinny all built up. I showed my wife how small the blocks were, and she's a Lego fan, so she wanted to take the opportunity to build with these tiny little blocks. They're actually LOZ or laws. You can check them out online. They've got a bunch of different sets that you can choose from. But this one, I believe, is specifically for the Prinny 1 and 2 edition. So I thought this was going to be way bigger than it ended up being, but nonetheless, still really cute. In fact, I think the blocks are a little bit more high quality than I was expecting. I wasn't expecting Lego quality or anything like that. I was expecting maybe some sort of soft plastic kind of thing, but these are pretty sturdy. So I like it. He's a little wobbly on the peg legs, but still pretty cool nonetheless. You get a bunch of extra blocks to play around with if you want to, including some extra eyes, little stickers to put on there if you want him to have like a menacing look. So that does it for the Prinny 1 and 2 Exploded and Reloaded unboxing. I am pretty impressed that all this was $60. If you want, you can just try out the games and get the games on the Nintendo Switch eShop, and I believe those are $20 each. So you're paying an extra $20 for this special edition. I already listened to a bit of the soundtrack while we were building this thing, and the music in Disgaea and Prinny I really like. It's actually pretty great for the season that's going on right now, in the Halloween season. The art book is pretty thin, but at least it's a hardcover art book. The poster's folded, which is not great, but it is a pretty cool poster nonetheless. Plus, just having a physical copy of this game is the real draw here, so I'm glad they threw in all these bonuses as well. I hope you enjoyed this unboxing. Check out some of my other videos, including some of my other unboxing vids. So that's going to do it for me. Until next time, this is Lex, signing off.